An offensive blitz from the Dodgers yet again. 10 runs on 11 hits has set the stage for what they hope is a clinch right here. Blake Trinan got 3 outs in the 8th inning. It was high stress right there. The Dodgers getting the 3 runs of insurance and a 6-run lead to the 9th as Kevin Kiermaier comes into the game to play center field. For the Mets in this 9th inning, Winker, Marte, and Taylor coming up. Trinan's first pitch of the 9th is in there for a strike. No, for years, John, it's been the same story. They dominate in the regular season and some success in the postseason, right? They go to the World Series in 17 and 18. They win it in 20. But especially the recent years, complete dominance in the regular season and then look like a different team in the postseason. And so they come into this year with all that hanging over them like a dark cloud that they've been able to push aside and are now on the verge of making it back.
Well, you know what they would like to answer the critics on winning a full season World Series, right? They had 31 or 32 years they hadn't won a World Series, and they won the shortened season one. This team's built for multiple championships with the signings that they have. And so this is step one. You got to get there, and getting there is not easy, even when you're favored. So a lot of pressure will be taken off of this organization for getting there, but still expected to win some.
Swing and a miss and 1 gone in the 9th as Trinan has struck out all 4 that he's faced. Well, for the Dodgers, it'd be a 22nd trip to the World Series, and in more than half of those, it's been the New York Yankees that has stood in their way. This would be the 12th matchup in the Fall Classic of the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees. The first one in 43 years, though, back to 1981. Back when Ronald Reagan was the president. It used to be a routine thing. They met 11 times in a 41-year span, 1941 through 1981. All right. Dodgers win it in 88. Yankees their run through the late 90s, early 2000s. But then their long drought, the longest drought since Babe Ruth snapped their first one. Going to the World Series for the first time in 15 years. A bouncing ball back to Trinan. Over to first in time, 2 gone. And not just a return of the Dodgers and the Yankees and the storied franchises, but the biggest stars in the game. Shohei Ohtani will go head-to-head against Aaron Judge.
Think that'll be any fun?
Oh, man. Game 1 Friday night. Mets season has been a remarkable one, but it's down to its last out. Ball 1 on Taylor. Dave Roberts, there were questions about his job security if they had an early exit in this postseason. Boy, oh boy, has he navigated his way not just through this game, but through this series. A masterclass in managing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nothing's been easy for this franchise this year, recent years, really ever. Pushed to the brink again all season. Pop fly, shallow center. Taylor won't get there, and Taylor's got a 2-out base hit. You know, in this crowd, and you sensed it a little bit early on in the division series, John, some old wounds getting reopened, thinking here we go again. They've been rewarded. They had the Game 5 win, first time they've clinched any playoff series in a decade. And an out away from celebrating a pennant at home for the first time in 36 years.
Well, and again, I know the playoff system is the way it is, but they had their toughest opponent first from a storyline in division. Team that beat them 2 years ago. All the things that could have gone wrong were lined up for the Padres, up 2-1 at home.
To second and off of Taylor's glove. That's back-to-back 2-out hits. And it's fitting that these Mets just refuse to let the season come to an end. Taylor's in to score on a base hit from Jeff McNeil, and it's 10-5.
Roberts was probably jumping too to try to get that.
And Max Muncy over there giving Blake Trinan a second to catch his breath. 26 pitches in. Francisco Alvarez, they've not been able to get out the last couple days.
Well, the uniqueness of this journey, once they get the third out, it'll be the first time they go through the Mets and then play the Yankees in the World Series. So both New York teams in the same postseason.
They've had to do it the hard way, these Dodgers have. As you said, beating the Padres. A lot of people figured Padres were the best team in baseball going into the postseason. Mets forcing this game 6, having to do it with a bullpen game. This crowd, though, ready to explode, on the verge of making it all happen. There's a bouncing ball to second. Taylor's got it. Los Angeles is alive, and they're headed to the World Series. Dodgers-Yankees in the Fall Classic. Much more battle tested this time around. This Dodgers team pushed all regular season. Wasn't the walk in the park that it often has been to a division title. Calloused and hardened by that journey. They withstand the deficit in the division series. Come back to win that series in 5. They take the punches the Mets give them in this series. Forcing a game 6. Having to fly back across the country to play at another game. And the offense again explodes, and they win 10-5 to set up the 12th Dodger-Yankee World Series. And in front of their home fans for the first time in 36 years, the final out.
One of the best feelings, short of winning it all, knowing that you're going to get a chance to play for it all. Spring training seems like 100 years ago. You knew what your quest was. You knew the pressure that was on you. And that guy is going to see the World Series.
But Dave Roberts told us the other day that, you know, when they're on the verge of clinching in Game 5, he said one of the first things he thinks about when he thinks about the Dodgers going to the World Series is, I want the world to see Shohei Ohtani on the biggest stage. And Ohtani came to the Dodgers with this in mind. After 6 seasons with the Angels where he didn't play in a single postseason game, he wanted to go to a place where he felt like he had a chance to change that. And in his first season with the Dodgers, he'll play in his first World Series. Down to that celebration we go. Here's Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Joe. Mookie Betts, you're going back to the World Series for a 3rd time. What makes this one special?
Really just each one is special, but this group of guys, man, I love these guys. It's fun coming to work each and every day. It's fun battling. I mean, It's just fun, man. It's really just fun being a Dodger.
This team scored 46 runs in this series. No team had ever done that in the postseason. That's a statistic. You tell me in words how this team is playing offensive baseball.
I mean, we're just sticking to the plan and we're executing. You know, it makes it a lot easier when our pitchers are putting up zeros. So we really got to give those guys a shout out because they make it easy on us.
And now the Dodgers are playing the Yankees in the World Series. We've seen that happen a lot, but not in your lifetime. What does that opportunity mean for you?
I don't know what it means yet. I think I just got to get in it and see. I mean, it's kind of what the people wanted, you know, and it's what we all wanted. I mean, it's fun. It's going to be a battle of two good teams, a lot of long flights across the country, but that's what makes it fun.
We are all looking forward to it. Congratulations, Mookie.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now over to Ken Rosenthal.
Thank you, Tom. Shohei, this is your 7th Major League season. You signed with the Dodgers because you wanted to win. How would you describe your emotions now that you're going to your first World Series?
7年目でドジャースに来た理由もその勝つためっていうことをおっしゃってたんですけども、やっとワールドシーズンに勝ってきてどう思いますか？
本当に楽な試合がなかったというか、初戦からここまで本当に全員の力で素晴らしいゲームだったなと思います。
There are no easy games. We played this, postseason, and we really played well as a team. I'm glad that we were able to pull through.
Thank you. Shohei, how long have you dreamed of playing in the World Series?
シーズンプレーしてみてどうでしたか？
僕がずっとこう出たいなと思ってプレーしたいなと思った場所なので、今この瞬間からそこを目指して、あとそこを勝つだけだと思って切り替えて頑張りたいなと思います。
It's the place that I've dreamt of playing all my life, and to be able to finally come to the stage and be able to, play and hopefully win it is my next goal.
Shohei, finally, how much are you looking forward to playing against Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and the Yankees?
ジャッジ、ソト、ヤンキースの選手とプレー対戦できるっていうところでどう思いますか？
素晴らしい球団だっていうのは間違いないです。素晴らしいチームですし、一人一人、今名前が出た選手以外も素晴らしい選手ばかりなので、本当にこれからも全員の力で頑張っていきたいなと思います。
The Yankees are a really good team with a lot of good players and really good coaches. I'm really looking forward to playing against them.
Thank you, Shohei. Thank you, Will Ireton. Joe, back to you.
The Dodgers are hoping, Kenny, that guy could help get them over the top, and he certainly has. After they fell to the Braves in the championship series in 21, the division series defeats the last 2 years. The division opponents, the Padres in 22, the Diamondbacks in a flash last year. But they figure it out this season. They move on to their second World Series in 5 years, their 4th in the last 8 years. And for the first time since 1981, John, can I interest you in the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees?
We're going to have to work hard to find storylines in this World Series. It's going to be great.
First time since 1956, you'll have the home run champions facing off in the World Series. You got to go back to Mickey Mantle, Duke Snider, and another one of those Dodger-Yankees World Series back in 56. Go back down to the field with Kenny.
Thanks, Joe. Teo, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Your first World Series.
Yep.
What's going through your mind?
A lot of emotions. So grateful to be here. I don't get tired to thank God for this opportunity that he gave me to be a Dodger, and to the Dodgers too, to bring me here and trust and everything that I got and everything that I can do for the team to get us to this point. I'm so glad, I'm happy that we go to the World Series, and a lot of things going on right now, but so grateful.
The Dodgers have overcame a lot this season. You had a bullpen game tonight. You had to play without Freddie Freeman. What is it, Teo, that is so different about this team?
I said it always. We stay together. It doesn't matter what we have to do. Freddie has to talk to the manager and say if he's not ready to compete 100%, to put somebody else. He knows that he is better when he's 100%. That he's not going to help us the way he helped us throughout the year, and he just sacrificed himself to put somebody else that can do not a better job, but can be 100% healthy and be back on the field. And he's been resting. He's ready for the whole. He's gonna be ready for the World Series.
I'm sure you are too. I remember the last time you were at Yankee Stadium this season. You went nuts. Joe, back to you.
Hopefully we can do the same thing.
All right, Kenny. Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez, as really his coming out party was against these Yankees back in June. So the Dodgers are headed to the World Series for the 4th time in 8 years.